Okay, parents, let's go ahead and give our musical students a great round of applause for that music. Thank you so much, Ms. Weber and her team. Thank you. We're awaiting Ms. Brady, who's going to be joining us momentarily as we be able to begin our program momentarily. Want to also let you know that our Parent Night PowerPoint this evening, it is in Spanish and English. So if you're not able to hear the translation from your headset, you will be able to get that translation on the PowerPoint as well. We're not providing you with a copy of the PowerPoint, but it will be located on our website for you. Ms. Lopez, ready? Greetings, parents. We would like to welcome you to our 5th grade Parent Night. At this time, I would like to call JLC Cadet Abundio, who will begin to welcome you and also lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Cadet Abundio.
Hello, good afternoon. If you may please rise and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and take your seat.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, just a couple of reminders. We're going to ask that you make sure that you have your folders. Also, if you're just coming in and joining us, we do have care room here to the left for children 4th grade and under. So if you didn't get a chance to take your children over, we just wanted you to know that that was available to you so that we can make sure that we are getting your full attention and you're able to hear all of the wonderful information tonight. First and foremost, I am Yvette Arthur, and I am honored to serve as the principal here at Wilburn Middle School. We also have the other members of your success team here tonight. We have our 6th grade administrators for the 18-19 school year, Ms. Cecilia Carmichael and Ms. Teresa Brady. Next school year, we will have Ms. Onika St. James, who will serve as the 6th grade administrator as Ms. Brady transitions into a new role. Also, we have our 6th grade counselor, Mrs. Parrish, with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that this is the time of year where some of us are wondering, oh my student is moving on and they're becoming a middle schooler. Well, rest assured that your students are in great hands. Because once a Mustang, always a Mustang. And we're going to continue to support those core values of education that began in elementary and continue into middle school. Because here at Wilburn Middle School, success is the only option. But that means that our students have to stick to the core, which are what we like to call our ABCs. We need for our students to be in attendance daily. It is very important in middle school and of course throughout their education that they are in attendance daily. Additionally, we need students to be prepared and ready to learn. That's that behavioral component, the B. And the C is that course performance. Making sure that our students are performing, that means that they're having to do that homework. And remembering that learning must continue at home. And it's very important that students are not getting behind. We need our students to make sure, because at this level, the work does get tougher and the expectations are higher because we're transitioning our students ultimately for life. But trust and know that we have a lot of resources and support here to help your children through their middle school journey. And we know by partnering together, the sky is the limit for our children. And hear me say the word our. Our administrators, our counselors, and several of our resource partners are here with us tonight. And they're going to give you an opportunity to learn more about middle school and the supports that are available to help your children to be successful. Most importantly, we thank you for coming out tonight, and let's get ready to learn. With no further ado, I turn this over to Mr. Doyle.
Thank you very much, Dr. Johnson. Let me put this camera down. Okay. I'm Mike Dorn. I work in the Parent Center, and I really would like to say hello to all of you this evening, if I can get a chance. I will have a station. Let me talk a little bit more slowly for Ms. Lopez, but I do have a station out where the Parent Center is. I want to make sure everybody knows where the Parent Center is. It's very important that I tell you that you know you have somebody you can contact. If you don't know who to contact, please call me, and I will direct you into the right place, whether it's one of the 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade offices, or the counselor, or the administrator. But I will help you. So please contact me if you need assistance. I do need to reiterate, as part of my responsibilities, I help our Title I assistant principal manage our Title I program. Just as each of our 3 feeder elementary schools, Rockbridge, Nesbitt, and Lilburn Elementary Schools are Title I schools, and just as Meadow Creek High School and McClure High School are Title I schools, so is Lilburn Middle School a Title I school. So what that means is that we have some certain requirements that we need to fulfill in order to be able to be eligible for the extra money that the school receives to be able to support our families and our students. So one of those things is called a school parent compact. I'm sure that's not a new term for you. Those of you who have been in Gwinnett County Schools for now 6 years, now next year will be your 7th year, have heard that term, school parent compact. So that's an agreement that that we worked on, our community, our teachers, our staff members, and our families to determine what exactly is parents need to do, what we need from parents to make sure students are successful. So one of those things, as Dr. Arthur was saying, is to make sure that your children are reading every night. But in addition to the reading, we also want them to be annotating text every night, which means taking notes along with what they're reading. As they're annotating their text, they will be able to better understand what they're reading. And there's different symbols that your students are probably aware of, that, for example, a question mark next to what they're reading, to help them, if they have a question about what they're reading, to help them engage with their text. An exclamation point next to something that's very important. Underlining something that's very important. Writing a connection to what they're reading with something in their personal life, something in another text they've come across. So literacy, you'll hear that again and again. Literacy, text annotation, reading. Also, if you notice on your agenda, I would like for you to look at your agenda that we've placed on your folder. On your agenda, there are 2 things I want to draw your attention to. Thank you, Ms. Carmichael. At the very bottom, you'll see the different codes to sign up for the Remind messages. There's a code to receive the English messages, a code to receive the Spanish messages, and a code to receive the Vietnamese messages. If you're not already receiving those messages, and you should have already received those, if your numbers are correct, please follow the directions there. You'll just send a code to, you'll text the code to be able to sign up for those text messages. Second thing I want to point out is that my contact information is at the bottom of the agenda. So you've got my email address and my phone number. So and the room number, which will be changing next year. Also, in your folder, you'll see the instructions for School Messenger. So not only do we want you to receive the messages directly from our school, but also through School Messenger, which will allow you to receive important messages from the county. for example, when there are cancellations due to weather or whatever reason, or other emergency type of messages. One other thing I want to mention about our Parent Center, we have books, I have resources, we have computers that you can use to check the parent portal. So I have on my notes, I've written parent portal 3 times. I was taking care of something in the back, so I'm sure Dr. Arthur mentioned the parent portal, and I'm sure you'll hear it from other people as well. If you're not, I'm going to say this a couple times, if you're not already signed up for the parent portal, we need you to go ahead and take care of that before the end of this school year. So I can't sign you up unless you have children in our school. So I need you to sign up at the elementary schools. The purpose of the parent portal is that you can follow how your child is doing. And we want you to be logged into the parent portal starting that first week of school. Right off the bat, you can tell if your child is turning in work. Right off the bat, you can see how they're doing in their classwork. Please go ahead and sign up. You'll need an email address to be able to sign up, and you'll need to show your ID. So unfortunately, I'd love to be able to help you with that, and I will help you with that if you have a child at our school, but please, before the end of this year, otherwise you'll have to wait till we get back to school. So it'd be great if you already had that ready, up and running, so you can not only check grades, but also another vital piece of the parent portal is you can send your teachers messages. And it's all right if you send your child's teachers messages in another language. We have ways to be able to translate the messages. So that's parent portal. Also, and I think, let me try to do this right. Okay. So also volunteering, we're always looking for volunteers, whether it's for our dances in the media center. I help manage our reading mentoring program with Miss St. James. So if you are interested in helping one of our students learn how to read next year, Friday mornings in the Parent Center, I work with some volunteers, and we select some students that need some assistance with their reading to work with us during advisement, which is a Friday morning session that the counselors arrange, and we're always looking for volunteers for that program. Let's see, 2 other things before I introduce the next very important person. So My Payments Plus, if you're not signed up for My Payments Plus, if you notice,